All right, welcome back to the Ty Barlow Show. We're breaking down the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This was a great game. We're going to jump right in at full speed here. We're kind of doubling up the speed on this one a little bit, but thought the Bills started out with Cooks, and Cooks had himself a pretty decent day, but it was a little slow go here in the first half for Josh Allen. Throws the pick. And the Steeler D, man, they wanted this right out. I thought it was a tale of two halves in this game because the Steeler D showed up and, Josh Allen's kind of shocked on that first play. But you're going to see Pittsburgh had themselves a pretty decent first half. But I thought the Bills' defense showed up today, It's usually their offense that's doing the work, but their defense actually was incredible today, Cook's still doing his thing. And then Davis. So, they had a good running attack, which totally helps Josh Allen out. But yeah, whether it's Cooks or Davis, they both were playing pretty good. Steelers showed up right there, though. The Steeler D. And in the first half, I thought the Steelers defense was pretty amazing. So I think you Steelers fans, they still got a shot. I thought there was a pretty scary play that happened here with Aaron Rodgers in the second half. Oh, man. Landed right on the broken hand and everything. Looks like he broke his nose. He came back and played anyway, so Rodgers is a pretty tough kid. But, there's Cooks again over the middle. And then the Steeler D, man. You got to love the way they were playing in this first half. So I think they kind of had a letdown in the second half. But this first half, though, look at this. Look at this Steeler D. So Steelers fans, Bills fans, I'd like to hear from you. Tell me what you thought of this game. I did think it was a tale of two halves, right? I thought the Steelers were playing great. They need to do more of this kind of thing. Get Metcalf going. I feel like they don't use him near enough. But look at that catch by Gainwell. He had to catch this one at his feet. This is an amazing catch. But yeah. Right there, close to the goal line. Nice play, Steelers. There's Warren getting himself in. So, good hat-on-hat blocking right there. That's just bully ball right there. And so, yes, like I say, the Steelers had themselves a good play. And then Cooks, he just kind of had a decent game. He knifed him right up the middle right there. So you got Josh Allen. I think Cooks just kind of kept him moving forward here. So they're already in position to get a 2-score lead. And then Cooks again around the side. So, settled for field goal, but it doesn't matter because you got a 2-score lead heading into halftime. And they took that off. Oh, no, they got, what am I talking about? I'm thinking they had the ball. Okay, so this is the scary one here where Bosa comes from behind and crushes Rodgers. Bang! He lands. That was just a rough play. He got roughed up right here. Boom! Oh, Rodgers, hope you're all right, man. I think you are a tough sucker getting back in this game and playing after that. I was actually shocked Rodgers came back out and played, to be honest, after getting smacked like that. But there's a pick there by Rudolph, which does suck. Because I just feel like the Steelers losing Rodgers right there was a tough thing, because I feel like this might have been a little bit different game. But again, that's why I say it's tale of two halves. You know, you got the Bills that came out, scored the first touchdown. Now they're heading to score another one, right? So, and it just seemed like the Steeler D, great juke right there by Allen. And Coleman had himself a decent day too today after that suspension. So maybe, oh, yeah. Another shank from a kicker. That drives you crazy, doesn't it, Coach? Yeah, that stuff drives you nuts. So Gainwell had himself a play right there, but it didn't get enough for the first. So we're back watching Bills highlights. So yeah, I'd just like to hear from you guys. What do you think of these two teams? Both of them they can make the playoffs. They're starting to run out of time a little bit. Let me skip past this. Give me just a sec here. But yeah, I think that the Bills need, they wanted to kind of keep control of their playoff chances. And so did Pittsburgh, and that's what was cool about this game, man. I think it was a nasty game, but like I say, the Bills defense showed up. Pittsburgh could not. Look at that. That's a quarterback, y'all. That's a quarterback. That's not a running back. Look at him battling here. Boom, then his O-line, that's on the 5-yard line. And then he just battles his way in. And then that right there, I mean, just miscues, right? That's what's tough about Rodgers having that hand injury right now. But I thought Rodgers played tough. I was impressed that he even came back out after that smack he took from Bosa. And he actually played pretty decent throwing the ball. They just couldn't score, you know. Oh, man. I think Rodgers was pretty pissed about that one, because they chose to run the ball right there, and I think they needed to let Rodgers try to get something. So now we're back to Bills. We're running out of time. It's 23-7. This was kind of all Bills. So in the second half. First half, though, I mean, Steelers, you guys actually had control in the first half. And it was an ugly game in the first half, like the Steelers like it. But then it seemed like the Bills just kind of took control of this one, right? Got up to where you got your fans leaving early. So, yeah, so I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think? I mean, Steelers, their playoff hopes are starting to kind of dwindle here. And then, I mean, I was hearing the fans chanting there in Pittsburgh, like to kind of fire their head coach, and I don't understand why. I guess you guys, you know, when you think of Mike Tomlin and his winning pedigree, I wouldn't want to fire the coach. I know it gets frustrating as a fan, but when you start over, you know, you're going into some dog days. So I think he's at least got you guys in a chance for the playoffs, right? So, but I'd like to hear from you guys. Like, I'm sure Pittsburgh fans, you know, they're probably pretty passionate about, hey, we should get rid of him, or hey, we should keep Mike Tomlin. I'd like to see what you guys think, but you know, I think they've just got some injuries right now, and they're struggling to win those games. But I think the interesting thing too, you know, is the Bills, they brought it in the second half. Like, you got a whole different version of the Bills in the second half. And so credit to the Bills. I thought their O-line played tough. I thought Josh Allen played tough. I thought Cooks played tough. So they've, you know, they're going to be a tough team heading into this final stretch. So we'll see what happens. I think both these teams could be in the playoffs. But I'd like to hear what you guys think. I think it's starting to run out of time for some of these teams. You know, there's too many good teams in the AFC. So I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are. And anyway, leave them in the chat, and we'll see you on our next one.